Hello everyone and welcome back to Local Liberty. This is Brian and Shane. We've got a few questions about what the heck is this stuff on our little table here. Well, first of all, this lovely little table you see is something my son and I created in our garage, getting to play with some power tools.
Fine quality table.
That's
there,
right,
folks.
a $7 top from Home Depot, I'm sure made in a far, far away country for a ridiculously low price. Got some 2-year-old scribbling on it as well, which probably doesn't show up on the camera. But we have a few random little set pieces here that we want to explain. Let's see. First here, I'll go with this jar. These are actually soybeans, which I grew a couple years ago. This made its way onto the set when Shane and I were talking a lot over the summer about my pole beans, which were devastated by the Mexican bean beetles, which is, I guess, good as reason any to vote for Donald Trump, because if we build a tall enough wall, the beetles won't be able to fly over the wall.
It makes sense. It's just logical, folks.
Come and eat all my pole beans. So I was kind of bummed out about the garden at this time, and I needed a prop for the garden, and I said, hey, look, I got a jar of soybeans. Just looking at these will make me happy because I can see that I did successfully grow some beans once. So here they are. These may or may not be edible anymore, but they look cool. Next, from a previous episode where we brought the embodiment of capitalism, that being the wheel hoe, which is a...
That was a big hoe we had, Brian.
It was a very large hoe. And, I was supposed to save this, but here we are anyway.
Here we are. We're going to talk about the hoe right away. Why not?
Why not? This is an attachment that goes to a gardening implement. It's something you push. It's got a wheel. It's great. You got to check out the video. And this is capitalism in the sense that I do not eat this hoe. I do not consume it, but I invested. I saved, then I invested to increase my productivity, and here it is. You can make a furrow. This gives in the ground. This gives you an appreciation for what a beast of burden can do, because even pulling this teensy weensy little hoe, or pushing it, I should say, through some very soft garden dirt, this makes you work, and it makes you thank those tractors, the guy that invented tractors, and of course all those horses and oxen that have been pulling our plows for millennia. So thank you to beasts of burden and the guy that invented tractors. Front and center is a very special prop. This is something that has been custom made. We discussed this in great detail in a long episode that we'll link for you. This is the social contract.
Ooh.
And what we have here, of course, is an embodiment of our beloved social contract that we all agree to at birth and guides our lives till we die. But of course, none of us have ever seen it, consented to it, agreed to it. But it's here. And so we wanted some fitting value to represent really what the social contract is worth. And nothing could be better than a roll of toilet paper. And
Written with a Sharpie.
that's right.
Because why bother?
And it gets more and more tattered every week. And it has an added bonus of, if this current social contract is not working out for the enforcers, and they can change the terms anytime they want, which is basically like a roll of toilet paper. We could just
tear it off, grab a Sharpie, write wherever the hell you want on it.
Write a new contract.
Good to go.
You're off and running.
That's enforced.
Yep. All right, Shane, you want to jump over? Then we'll do the last one.
How I Found Freedom in an Unfree World by Harry Brown. This had a great influence on me. I read this book when I was 18, when I first started getting into politics. Well, actually, no, I started getting into politics it was a few years before that. But when I was 18, it was also the 2000 election, so I knew it was going to be my first chance to vote, and I was going to be election year. So I started getting more in depth. So I started reading. I came upon a gentleman named Harry Brown when I was learning about some of the third-party candidates, which I remember being stunned by all the third-party candidates going, whoa, look at all these other people running for president. I can't believe it. There's other people running for president? And I started going through the people. There was a Constitution Party. There's a Green Party. There was I don't even know what the hell party. And there was a Libertarian Party, and it had this gentleman. I really liked Harry Brown. This book isn't really so much of a political book. It's more of a lifestyle book. In this book, Harry Brown talks about living your life how you want to live it. Don't apologize for the way you want to live your life. As long as you're not bothering other people, as long as you're not hurting other people, just do what you want. Just because you might want to live outside the box, maybe you want to do X, Y, or Z that society frowns upon. If you're not hurting people, just go for it. It's your life. You have one life to live. So this really influenced my life and how I just look at the world. When I see other people, doing things, I think to myself, you know what? Maybe I don't want to do that, but what right do I have to say? If that's their business, let them live their lives. I don't have a value judgment of what one life is better than another. As long as you're leaving other people alone, that's good for you. Harry Brown actually died not too long ago, on March 1st on my birthday, and he was a great guy, a great person that really helped bring light to the liberty movement. He brought a great voice to it. I met him once when I was 18. He was a nice guy. He actually met my expectations, unlike a lot of other people that you like, and then you learn more about them. You're like, oh, this guy's kind of an asshole. Harry Brown was a great guy, so you should check out How I Found Freedom in an Unfree World. He also wrote a lot of other books that are more specifically political, and he was an investment advisor, and I don't know what else, but he was a cool dude. So we got the book right here.
It's on my reading list.
He's never gonna read it.
I will. Someday. I'll get to it. Okay, our last piece is this lovely little rooster that demonstrates my beginner welding skills. I am getting a little bit better at welding. I'm not even sure where the heck this came from. It showed up in my garage one day. It was broken, and I fixed it. And here it is.
I really like this fine cock, Brian. I really appreciate the fact that we have a nice fine cock and a nice hoe. Right on our set.
Yes, we do.
It's fantastic.
We do not discriminate.
No, we don't.
So, that is pretty much it. Thanks for listening, guys. We hope you now understand a little bit better what the heck it is on this table, and I'm sure it'll be changing over time.
Yeah, I wanna get the set become more involved, but this is a process. So it's a work in progress.
Gotta start small.
Exactly.
All right, check us out. A bunch of other videos on YouTube and Facebook. Local Liberty in quotes, and localliberty.org is our website. Thanks for listening, and take care.